We all know middle school. We all hate middle school. Everyone has terrible memories from middle school. And if you don't, yes you do.
Well, how do you know?
Shut up.
Red!
To make sure I don't forget the most wonderful things about my school, I'm gonna tell you about it. Not its name, though. That's irresponsible. No one say the name of your school in the comments. I want to come up with a fake name for my school so I don't have to constantly call it my school. Let's call it Freddy... Fazbear's Pepperonry. Perfect. I'm also gonna call the grades first year, second year, and third year. A little overboard? Maybe. But I'm trying to stay safe on the internet. No one make fun of my naming. Now, Freddy Fazbear's isn't exactly what I would call strict. It's more like they have some very strange, specific rules. I mean, would a strict school say no talking, no standing up unless you raise your hand, no eating with your friends at lunch, no turning in your work late, no walking anywhere? Wait. Okay, well, maybe it's strict, but Freddy Fazbear's still has some weirdly specific rules. For example, we aren't allowed to have lockers. Even though we have entire halls full of lockers, we can't use any of them. That means everyone has to carry their backpacks and everything else with them everywhere. Why did the school decide to give us chronic back pain? Because they didn't want us to sneak in illegal substances. Fair enough, I guess, but they didn't make us carry clear backpacks, and things like fanny packs or purses weren't banned. So it's not like the locker ban would do anything to the people who do sneak stuff in. I probably wouldn't even mention this, but why put lockers in the school to begin with if we can't use them? It's stupid!
Well, at least they didn't ban anything essential.
Water bottles were banned in the first year! That's right, no water bottles. Sorry, you would think, oh, just use the water fountains. But we weren't allowed to use the water fountains half of the time. Yeah, pretty much everyone was dehydrated. My school also has a pretty strict cafeteria. You're allowed to talk, surprisingly, but that's pretty much it. You're not allowed to sit with your friends if they're not in your first hour. If another table has a big mess, you are forced to wait until they clean it up to leave. Surely nothing bad could ever happen. Surely no other table of kids would be stupid enough to ruin another group of people's days. Surely. We would go through lunch without a single problem. What the heck? There was no chance we were letting them get away with it. We reported them to the office. This is probably the maddest I've ever gotten about anything ever. Besides dying to Kira 8 times, but I don't know if that counts. Heck! However stupid this was, at least it wasn't permanent. Sure, the boys exploded a milk carton, but hey, at least they aren't blowing up anything that can do any real harm. Yeah, they blew up a toilet. I'm not joking. They destroyed an entire toilet. I don't know how they did it, but somehow apples were involved. Anyways, let's rapid fire some stories. One time, a boy ran up to a teacher and kicked her in the knee. My English teacher taught us how stocks and investing worked once because, quote, I'm not working here next year, so why not? I burned my thumb with a hot glue gun in second year. Still have the scar, actually. We read Flowers for Algernon in English, and I cried mid-class because of it. I've had multiple breakdowns because of math class. We went to an art museum for a field trip once to look at the dresses real-life Edith had designed. And the one dress I remember looked like something a McDonald's employee would wear. I called my social studies teacher over at lunch one time and took a bite out of an orange just to shock him. There was also the donkey incident, but we don't talk about that. Gee, school sure sucks. At least you can relax on the bus. You're right. As long as there are no car crashes or anything, it'll be fine. I wear headphones on the bus, so I don't have to listen to everyone else. And I usually watch YouTube. We had stopped at a stop sign. Of course, I paid no mind to it. But then, we didn't start moving again. That's weird. Oh, I see. We ended up having to wait like 30 minutes before we could keep going, and by that point, I was back to watching Astral Spiff. Thankfully, no one was hurt. A bunch of kids weren't terribly traumatized. At least there were no car crashes inside of the school. I actually mean it this time. Well, there you have it, folks. Just a small snippet of my school. A whole lot has happened at Freddy Fazbear's Pepperonre. I can't say I'm sad I didn't have to go here anymore, but I do kind of miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later, alligator. There's the video, everyone. Wow, that took a long time to make. I know that almost a year for a video this short is kind of insane, but I promise you, I have a good explanation. There were lots of factors and things that caused this to take so long, which I plan on releasing like a small little update video for, which will probably be coming soon in the next few days, so be on the lookout for that if you care about that at all. Anyway, sorry, and I promise the next video won't take nearly this long to come out. Blooper time. Be quiet. I can't record this line. Yeah! No one say the name of your school in your my dog just got up, so I have to let him get away. I don't know if the mic is picking him up. I wear headphones at the bus, so I don't have to listen to everyone else, and I usually watch YouTube. You're kidding me. I just popped my knuckles while recording. This is like the third time.